Hey everyone! So, we need to talk about this version 3.7 rerun situation because honestly, this might be the most diabolical banner setup we've ever seen in Star Rail. Hoyo announced yesterday that the next version will have 7 banners in total, including the new character Cyrene. And before you go throwing all your Stellar Jade at any banner, we need to talk about the timing of all this, because that's what makes this whole situation so tricky. Save up to 25% on Oneiric Shards at lootbar.gg. To celebrate version 3.6, you can grab the 6,480 Oneiric Shard Pack, normally $100 in-game, for just $72 on Loot Bar. That's 81 pulls, almost guaranteeing you a 5-star for your account while saving you $28. The process is super simple. Just enter your UID, select your server, and receive your crystals in under a minute. No password needed. Loot Bar uses official recharge channels, has hundreds of 5-star reviews, and partnerships with several big content creators that you probably know, so everything is completely safe. Loot Bar also supports PlayStation 5 and Xbox top-ups. Click the link in the description to get your discount. New users get an extra 10% discount while returning users get 5%. Let's start with the basics. The big news is Cyrene, the new character who you probably already know if you've been following the whole Amphorius arc. She's going to be a really strong support for all the Chrysos heirs and apparently the central piece of the story quests. In version 3.7, her banner works completely differently because it'll last the entire version, a full 42 days from November 5th until December 16th. You'll have 6 weeks to decide if you want to pull for her, which is way more time than the normal 21 days of a banner. Now, the part that left everyone shocked was that the first phase will have 3 reruns running at the same time: Hyacine, Castorice, and Tribbie. This, together with Cyrene, literally forms the complete HP scaling team available to pull all at once. Look, I get it. Your first reaction is probably, oh my god, this is the perfect opportunity. I can build the complete team from scratch. And technically, you're right. This is the best possible setup for anyone who wants to invest in the HP scaling archetype. But before you go throwing all your Stellar Jades, we need to talk about numbers and timing, because that's where things get complicated. Let's do some quick math. If you want to get Cyrene, Hyacine, Castorice, and Tribbie all at E0S0, you're looking at an average of 400 pulls considering the 50-50 losses. That's about 100 pulls per character. And realistically, you'll probably want some of those signature light cones because Castorices and Hyacines are legitimately amazing. So we're talking about a massive Jade investment for a team that, yes, is extremely strong now, but we need to consider the context. Here's the thing. We're at the very end of version 3. Version 3.8 comes right after with Constance. And after her, version 4.0 arrives bringing Edo Star with new archetypes. There'll be the new Elation path, and if the leaks that are coming out turn out to be true, there'll be quite a few alternate forms of very popular characters. And on top of all that, there's less than 6 months until the anniversary in April. So you have to think, those 400 pulls you're going to spend now on a version 3.x team, wouldn't they make more sense saved for version 4.x? Remember what happened with the premium teams from version 2.x? Imagine if at the very end of version 2.7 they had offered Firefly, Ruin Mei, Fugue, and Lingsha all in a rerun together. Sure, Super Break still clears content in version 3.0, especially with Fugue, but it's nowhere near as comfortable as the teams people built during version 3.0 itself and beyond. The game changed, and with it the meta changed too. And suddenly that heavy investment doesn't seem so strong anymore. Now let's talk about the second phase, which starts November 26th and goes until December 16th. Cyrene stays available, but the other banners change completely. We'll have Phainon, Mydei, and Cipher. If you're someone who invested in Phainon early on and now you're looking at the first phase thinking, wow, should I have gone for Castorice? I'll tell you this, probably not. If your Phainon is E0, it might be better to guarantee his E2, which is very strong. Mydei is a great main DPS, but his team still seems incomplete. With Cyrene's release, he might get stronger since she's one of the best supports for Mydei. Look, this version is pretty complex for choosing who to pull for, especially if you're a veteran player and have some incomplete teams that need investment in more than one character this version. Honestly, it's better to look at your strongest teams now and analyze what's missing. Are you a Mydei main and already have a very strong one? Maybe it's better to invest in getting Hyacine or maybe her cone. Already have Castorice's complete team? Cyrene will definitely be an amazing support for that team. Anyway, there are many possibilities. Now, If you're a new player, the first phase is honestly pretty solid. You're getting a ton of free pulls from exploration, and you're in the early game. So building a complete team from scratch makes a lot of sense. But if you've been playing for a while and have working teams, this is a trap designed to make you invest backwards when the smarter move is to look forward. But at the end of the day, remember that it's important to always invest in the character that makes you happy and that you enjoy playing with. After all, Star Rail is a game, and games are made to entertain us, not make us more anxious. Worth mentioning too that version 3.7 will give a free 5-star character. During the period from 3.7 until the end of 4.0, you get a golden companion spirit just from logging in, which can be exchanged for a 5-star character. Topaz will enter this selection and be alongside Ruanmei and Locha. Anyway, that's the full picture of the 3.7 banners and what you need to consider before pulling. Plan carefully, think long-term, and don't let the hype of the moment make you forget that version 4.0 is right around the corner. Tell me in the comments what you decided. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.